We are back, as promised. You guys asked me to come back and do the second half of my previews picks for everything that's not Marvel and Image and Dark Horse. I think was pretty much all that we got through before, and IDW, technically. All right, so I'm gonna get back to it. I did all my orders for Mill Geek. No more time crunch. Let's get into Dynamite. That's the first section here, and already we are off with 007 number 1. Interesting. Is it though? I've never read any of the James Bond comic books, but if there's any Dynamite series that has a chance of grabbing me, it's 007. Other than that, you got Army of Darkness and Reanimator stuff. You got Deja. I heard it was Deja Thoris and not Deja Thoris. So either way, I'm not going to get it. Skipping that. Evil Ernie. I'm skipping that. Lady Hell. Was this a Purgatory book? I'm skipping that. Red Sonja. Is it Shrek? Looks like Shrek on the cover here. I don't think that's Shrek, but no, I would read that. Red Sonja meets Shrek. Samurai Sonja, Vampirella. Just does not appeal to me in any way. Draculina. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's me. But yeah, I want to say 99.9% of everything I've ever seen from Dynamite has been not for me. Doesn't mean it's bad or not for somebody, but it's not for me. Hi, kitty. There's no room for you today. James Bond hardcovers. I've always kind of looked at these books, you know. I like James Bond movies. Do I like them enough to read a book about it, though? I've never read the James Bond, source material either, the actual novels. John Carter of Mars. None of this stuff has ever appealed to me. And every month, I always feel like, why do I even look through this section? Because I have never once... I don't think I've ever ordered anything from Dynamite. I could be mistaken. Maybe there was one thing. But every month I tell myself, I'm just going to skip this whole section. But then I feel like, what if, there could be something cool here. But Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. More Vampirella. Yeah. No, I'm good. So I'm going to go check out this 007 book that was up here at the top. Oop. Where are you? Collapse. There you are. Alright, before we do Boom, I'm going to check out 007. See what's up. Philip Kennedy Johnson is writing this. Uh-oh, you guys. I might have to eat my own words. I might have to get a Dynamite book. I love Philip Kennedy Johnson. He's doing Action Comics right now. He's doing Alien right now. He wrote The Last God, which I really love. I might have to get this just because of him. 007. How friendly is this for newbies, though? 007 is back in action. After a high-stakes rescue mission is mysteriously violently sabotaged, Bond's future at MI6 hangs in the balance as he awaits his fate. James Bond is urgently contacted by an old flame and mentor, Gwendolyn Gann, formerly Agent 003, who warns Bond of an existential threat to England and the global balance of power. But before they can meet, 003 turns up dead, sending Bond on the most personal mission of his career. Find Gwendolyn Gann's killers and expose the shadowy organization. I spent that entire time just crapping all over Dynamite, and now I'm going to do it. The question is, which cover? One cool thing about Dynamite is they do let you pre-order fancier versions of the books. Unless sometimes they also do mistakenly put those available. Like they'll mistakenly let you order ratio variants sometimes, which are only supposed to be seen by shops. So like if you as a shop owner have 25 customers requesting a certain cover or a comic, you can order one copy of the 1 in 25 variant. But sometimes the previews guide will put the 1 in 25 special variant available for any random customer to just order, which you can't do. But I don't think this one is a mistake. This one, I think they'll just let you, as the customer, pay $50 if you really want a signed copy of the cover A for this book. And I think there was a virgin version of that also for 50. This one's actually $50. The other one was $49.99. So I guess for a penny more, you can have the virgin cover and a metal cover. That's cool. I do like those metal covers that I've seen them do. I'm going to get this 007 book. I'm at least going to try it out for a little bit. I don't love this one. What's this? Sue Lee. I don't know this artist either. I think this one. Mark Aspinall. I think I'm going to get this one. I like this one. All right, 007 it is. What is this world coming to? Ryan's getting a Dynamite comic. All right, here we go. Boom Studios. Let's expand this and get into it. Wind Thrown in the Sky, number 1. Wind has actually been surprisingly good. I hadn't read Wind for a long time. I've been a gigantic fan of James Tynion, but it wasn't until I subscribed to his Substack and started to read newsletters that he would write about how personal this story was to him and how it was a creation that he'd had in his mind ever since he was in high school, and it's kind of been like the story that's always in his head that he's always wanted to tell. And I figured if I was going to drop $250 to join his premium tier Substack, I could get the two, and I guess they're down here now. I could get the two trade paperbacks of Wind that already exist. He said that he intended for Wind to exist as a trade for you to get at like Barnes and Noble or a bookstore. So I think I'm gonna trade Wind, but this will be volume 3, I guess, when all these 5 issues are done. Wind has been cool, and I know for to support the creator, I should be ordering the single issues, but I just want to wait. Although I do like you can just jump straight into these 2 foil covers. Boom Studios is another cool publisher that lets you just order special covers straight out the gate. Firefly stuff I skip because I am a savage who has never seen Firefly. Magic the Gathering stuff. Power Rangers stuff. Something's Killing the Children trade, volume 5. Getting the hardcovers for that, but not the trades. More Firefly, Angel, Basilisk I am getting. How is this still going? I thought Basilisk was like long done, but apparently issue 10 is coming out soon. I'm not getting Dune. Flavor Girls number 2. I gotta check. I'm not sure if I'm getting that. I don't think I am, but I also skipped Grimm. I don't think I'll regret it, but like people liked issue 1. That's just exactly the kind of story that does not appeal to me on paper, but it wouldn't be the first time I have been wrong. I got the body bag variant. I think I'm getting those for this House of Slaughter set, so I'm going to keep going with those. Magic the Gathering, Mighty Morphin, again, more Power Rangers, Once in Future. I am not getting more Power Rangers. Holy smokes. I guess there's like trades and stuff. Realist. I don't know what that is. Continues the Journey. It's a sequel. Okay. I don't know what that is, so I'm not jumping in on the sequel. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, we only find them when they're dead. Another one I kind of regret not getting on. I feel like I would like that. Oh, and here's the 2 Trades of Wind for you to order. Again, if you like James Tynion, this book is better than it looks. I wrote it off for a couple of years because I thought it was just like a kid's book. And it is a kid's book for sure, but it's a little better than that too. It's James Tynion. All right, we are now into toys, but before we do that, I'm going to go through and clear out these Boom Studios books. Okay, Basilisk number 9, July 6th. When was number 8? Was in March. Okay, that's why I feel like I haven't seen Basilisk for a while. I don't love this comic, but I'm still getting it. I don't hate it enough to, drop it. And even if I did hate it, I still wouldn't drop it because that's not what I do. I think that's part of the reason I'm a little cautious about jumping onto books, because I know... why did I open this? I'm not getting this book. Because I know I don't drop stuff. Deep Beyond is the classic example of a series that I just did not like pretty much the whole time. But I read all 12 issues. I still have them too, I think. House of Slaughter number 8, body bag variant. Because I got that for number 6. The Kyle Hotz body bag. I don't know why. I guess it's a little graphic. Body bag variant for number 7. There's 8. So number 9, I want this one they show. Body bag variant, $4.99 instead of $3.99. Okay. All right. Diamond Select Toys. I guess looking at my phone, seeing the feed that you guys have, you can kind of see the top of you can actually pretty clearly see the top of my shelf behind me. That doesn't normally show up on camera when I do my actual videos, but I have a couple of Green Lantern figures up there that I have obtained over the years from various means. That's the only type of figure or toy or, statue that I would ever consider getting. So I'm basically going to look through this specifically for Lantern stuff. Although there is a lot of cool stuff in here. And I said a lot, and I'm already done. That was it. Diamond Select Toys. I think there's a bigger section down below for collectibles or something. Apparel, toys, statues, models. Okay, yeah, so there's more. We got plenty of categories to go through. Comics and graphic novels. Okay, so this is basically the miscellaneous section. This is, I think it's my favorite section. You have the weirdest, most strange comics in here. This is where I find all of my super obscure indie books that I really like that aren't published by Image, Boom, Dynamite, or IDW. Stuff from AWA is in this category. Aftershock is in this category. Vault is in this category. There's a lot of hidden gems in here, and it is a lot of work to dig through this. This is just it's a big mess. They don't bother to sort by publisher for any of the smaller publishers, which is unfortunate. Action Journalism number 1 from Oni Press. That's like a sci-fi journalism book. I'll see who's writing it, I guess, but I haven't really read a lot of Oni Press stuff. Afro Samurai, not reading that. Becoming Frankenstein, 10-ton press. I can tell just by looking at this cover that it's not good enough. Book of Shadows number 2. Oh, it's like a weird crossover thing, team book that I don't know. This is going to be a long one, you guys. This section is like larger than everything else put together. L's. I guess I'll check that out. I don't know. Emmett number 1. AWA? It says AWA at the top, but it says Lesser Evils down here where the publisher should go. Interesting. I'll see what's up. I've seen this cover before. I wonder if this just got pushed back. End After End from Vault. Evanescence echoes from the void as Grammy Award-winning rock band Evanescence. Ugh. Never liked them. Her voice always irritated me. Fearless Dawn, #1. No. Gun Honey, looks like that's coming back. I'll continue to not read that. Jimmy's Little Bastards, #1 from Aftershock. Oh, that's a sequel or something. I've already not read whatever the first Jimmy's Bastards is. That FF, says Tessa. I don't know what you're talking about. What's the Full Circle book that I passed either? Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Tessa. I'm glad I checked the chat when I did. I'm also excited for that book, and I'm glad you told me to. Oh, wow. Thank you. I totally skipped right past that. That makes me like immediately just anxious about what other stuff I've skipped in the past. Cold, #1 from Source Point Press. Modern day Ebenezer Scrooge. I haven't had a lot of luck from Source Point before, but we'll see. What is this one? Parker Girls from Terry Moore. I don't love Terry Moore. I think I can skip that one. I might regret it in months or whatever, but I'm going to skip it. Sherlock stuff. I don't know how they do this, but it always feels like, oh, hey, we're already at Sherlock. We're already at S and T in the alphabet. So these must be the ones they specifically like. Because, yeah, this goes from A to Z with all these symbols, and then it starts over again here with A. So now we're actually getting into it. Archer and Armstrong from Valiant, no thank you. Bleach, no thank you. Bloodborne, no. Blue Flame from Vault, trade paperback, no. Bunicula, wow, I remember that book when I was little. See if they've got a picture, because this book was about like a white bunny with the red eyes. It was a vampire. And I've always felt funky about those white bunnies with the red eyes. Always creeped me out ever since then. Interesting core memory unlocked. Concrete World, trade paperback, Cover the Dead with Lime, #1. What is Blue Moon Comics? Oh, man. A plague story? I don't know if I'm ready for that, but I'll check it out, see what's up. It's got a lot of covers. I just never heard of Blood Moon Comics before. Crash and Troy, #1. Weird sci-fi comedy. Pass. I go off my gut instinct for a lot of these, and I don't know if that's something that you guys need to look at. Florida Man, #1. Cute, but I'm not going to get it. It's Forever Forward. I just don't like sci-fi that much, I think. It's very hard to get right, and I'm very particular with the sci-fi story that I like. Daredevil battles Putin. This is the weird stuff. This is the weird section down here. Marvel Comics Library Hardcover Volume 2. Relive the classic early adventures of Avengers numbers 1 through 20 in a double XL size edition that's bigger than the Hulk's fist, weightier than Thor's hammer, and with more extras than Iron Man's armor. Taschen has attempted to create an ideal representation of these books as they were produced at the time of publication. The most pristine pedigree comics have been cracked open and photographed for reproduction in close collaboration with Marvel and CGC. Damn. If I cared, this would be cool, but that's $200. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. What is this? What's the chat saying? Third Eye Comics, you can pre-order Closet 1 and 2, 1 and 10, 1 and 25, 1 and 50, James China. Okay. Yeah, I knew there had to be variants. I don't know if I want to do all that, though. I was just hoping for like an A cover and a B cover or something that I could order normally. I don't know if I have any ratio variants. If I do, it's 1 or 2. Let's see, what is Revealer from Vault Comics? Spinning out of this summer's hit indie horror film Revealer. 4 stories, I didn't see that movie, so pass. Samurai Doggy, number 1. Okay, interested. I wish there was a cover, but I'm going to open that and move on. Hi. Get up here. Okay. Now you can calm down. You gotta be quiet. Up to No Ghoul Vineyard, number 1 from Aftershock. It's about gods. Gods and mythology is an easy one for me to just not bother with. I wonder why Aftershock covers aren't really in here. Is Aftershock leaving Diamond now too? Because between this and We Live and Vineyard number 1 and Samurai Dog, whatever it was, they must be leaving. Samurai Doggy just came out here in Brazil through a crowdfunding platform. The artist said it was going to be a 7-part series in the U.S. Okay. You guys get the advanced stuff. Absolution number 2 from AWA. Sold. AWA, I buy it. You can't go up there. You have to sit here in my lap. Hi. Agent 9, that looks like kid stuff. Aliens versus Zombies. We're still in the A's, you guys. Oh. American Comic Book Chronicles. Normally I don't read these so slow. And now I'm nervous because I passed that Fantastic Four one earlier that Tessa caught me on. So now I'm like, shit, what else am I missing? The Demon Girl with big boobies. Okay. Pass. Animosity Omnibus. The complete series in one massive... I don't like those. I don't like giant omnis. He says with 3 giant Green Lantern omnibus behind him right there, but... I believe, Tessa, if you're still here, there's Animosity hardcovers, right? I don't have to get the omnibus, I don't like trades, and I don't like omnis. I like a deluxe hardcover, like something in the middle. Either way, it does not appear to be in this book, or in this catalog. Skip all manga stuff, unless it's Junji Ito. Manga's tough for me. Astronaut Down, number 3. That's another Aftershock book without a cover. Interesting. I think I am now reading Barbaric, so I'm going to have to get that. Barry Windsor Smith Monsters hardcover. Everybody loves this. I have not read it, but... What? You can't go on the table, dude. I think I want to at least look. Maybe somebody in the chat will let me know if they think I will like Monsters. I know it's good based on, it was on a lot of best of the year lists, but I don't know if it's Ryan good. What? It's just water with bubbles. Yes, there's hardcovers, but Volume 1 is regular hardcover, and Volume 2 and 3 is oversized, and they never did an oversized Volume 1 talking about animosity. So maybe that omnibus is the best way to go for animosity, but I just don't like on these. They're clunky. They're too big. They're too thick. I don't mind big, but like the thickness gets me. Witch's Shadow, Archie stuff. I think that's the reason a lot of people don't get indie books, at least from the previews guide, is they don't make it easy. I really wish this was split up by publisher. I mean, they have the publishers written here right above the titles for each of these books, and I feel like even if I had to click like a drop-down menu and select Opus Comics or Heavy Metal Magazine, I would rather go chunk by chunk, publisher by publisher, and all of this stuff in one gigantic list like this is overwhelming and hard to look through. And it's easy to miss stuff. What is Blink? Did I get this one? Surveillance horror. It's got a lot of security cameras on the cover. It sounds like something I would have maybe gotten issue 1 of. I think I would miss a lot more books than I have. The way I do this. Oh, here's that bone. That bone you guys were talking about last time. We'll see. Aftershock. Kind of been letting me down a little bit lately. But we'll see. I don't know if I've gotten that book or not. And we are just now getting into the seas, you guys. We're moving right along. Thankfully, a lot of this is manga, and I don't mess with that. Not really. But if you do, this is the section to find it in. A lot of trades and hardcovers that I don't want to just buy cold. Code 45, no. Phantom. This conspiracy book. I don't know what happened to this. I was getting a couple of the single issues of this. I don't know if I just came in right at the end and I only got, I think it's an anthology. But that was like way back when I first started my pull list. I do love a good conspiracy theory, and I did like the couple issues of that book that I have, so I might grab that trade. Crossplay, Crystal Planet number 3. Cupcake Diaries. At least we're into the D's. Although I feel like I must have missed something cool. Dark Beach from Behemoth. No, if it's number 5, I would have read this by now. I don't have that. Dark Red Year 1 hardcover. I am glad to see Aftershock doing hardcovers though. I didn't read Dark Red. It looked kind of cool, but I didn't get it. Maybe I should. Let me know, please. Vampire books are one of those categories that I kind of like, gods and mythology and magic and supernatural and that kind of stuff. Vampire stuff specifically I get a bad gut reaction from that. And here in the D's, we have all this dynamic forces stuff, which is just like signed, graded Marvel and DC stuff. So there's always a big DF section here on this list, which I skip through because I don't want to pay that much money for stuff that's signed. I like getting things signed, but like buying it signed, especially straight out of the catalog. It's different if you buy like a signed book from somebody you know on like Instagram or something, but I don't know. That's just me. It's there if you want it. That's the section to look at. Gotta scroll quite a ways down. It says Disturbed, so we got Disturbed and Evanescence in here. Just musicians making comics, I guess. You go, guys. Not going to read that one either, but you go. More manga stuff. Ducks. Dune. EC books. I'm glad you guys are here watching this super boring stuff. I feel like this is boring as hell. I'm bored and I'm doing it. I don't know how anybody could watch, but thank you for the 4 people that are in here. You're the real ones. Emo girl number 3. Hi. Endangered number 3. Really gotta start subscribing to this stuff so I know that I'm already on board. And goodbye. Get your butt out of my face. You getting down? What are you doing? Go. There you go. Goodbye. Oh, that was fun. So we are now in the F's. We're cruising. Far Out Fairy Tales. No thanks. Fear Book Club. No thanks. Fox and Hare. Frank Frazetta. Really wish there were filter options for this section, because I just don't. The vast majority of this stuff, especially in this catalog specifically, is not appealing. But I guess I do have a lot of tabs open up here in the in this miscellaneous section down here at the bottom, and we are just now in the G's. Daredevil battles Hitler. Oh, this is like that old school Daredevil, not Matt Murdock. That makes more sense. Okay. H.P. Lovecraft. I'm not going to make that mistake anymore, though. These are 2 of comic book adaptations of 2 of Lovecraft's lesser known stories that I don't particularly love. So I'm not going to grab those. I already have 1 or 2. I don't know if it's from that specific publisher and that specific series, but I have made a couple of foolish purchases just because it's about Lovecraft or it's a Lovecraft adaptation, or been burned a couple times. So I'm a little more cautious. Just jumping in straight because it's either an adaptation of something I like or based off of something I like. Here we go. Here's some more H.P. Lovecraft stuff. The Alchemist. Arthur German. Wow, we're getting real deep. The Wall, Beyond the Wall of Sleep. Dagon was cool. It's one of Lovecraft's shorter short stories. Shadow over... Yeah, see, I ordered this one a long time ago, and I was not into it. It's one of my favorite Lovecraft stories, The Shadow over Innsmouth. I'd strongly recommend, just not reading it in that format. I Think Our Son is Gay, Volume 4. Feels like that's a yes or a no. You know, how do you make 4 volumes out of that? Whatever. If you start questioning some of these manga books like that, then you'll be here all day. I'm an evil lord of an intergalactic empire, Volume 1. I'm in love with the villainess, Volume 3. Imaginary. Invisible. Invisible Wounds. The Joneses, number 5. I'll open that in a new tab. That is an AWA book. Not one of my favorites, but I'm going to get the last issue. Let's see. Jujutsu Kaisen, Volume 17. Kaiju Max. You look so tired when you say manga titles. I'm also just tired, period. And this section is way too long. But some of them are just so strange. I'm not cool enough to venture out and try new things, I guess. Skip all this Lady Death stuff. Apologies to Brian Pulido, but skipping all that. A lemon bird can help. Adorable, but not for me. Tessa says there's an Omni hardcover for Animosity. It's my favorite version. Yeah, I was looking at that earlier, and I specifically asked for your input, but I don't think you were here. I might have to just jump in on that one. We'll see. If I do read it, and I probably will, that will most likely be the format to read it in. There's so many strange... It's either manga stuff or weird kids books, but then, like, slipped in between them will be, like, a book I actually want. So it's like, I gotta look really close and, like, squint and make sure I'm not skipping something I want, but... Mad Cave Studios Legacy Nottingham. Reprint of number 1. Okay. I don't love Nottingham, but I'm locked in. I'm just going to keep going. I don't get what the hype is for that book. Matrix Comics 20th edition hardcover. I have that right behind me right there. It's a cool little book. Hi, kitty. It's the other cat now. Oh. Hi. Mindset number 3 from Vault. Apparently I hit subscribe on that. I don't know what that is, but I guess I'm getting it. Man is a Bee cover by Martin Simmons. I'm gonna miss that. That's unfortunate. Maybe I just need glasses. I should at least go get my eyes checked. I haven't done that since I was a little guy. My Cute Little Kitten, Volume 1. Oh. I've already got one of those. Yes, good timing, Kima. My Senpai is Annoying, Volume 9. Naughty List. That's a fun book from Aftershock that I'm actually going to be talking about tomorrow with Comic Tom. It's a very weird, dark Santa story. Very interested to see what Tom thinks of that book, because I got a kick out of it. Well, we're down through the ends at least, so we're kind of moving along. Here's Nottingham number 10. I don't even want to open that. I'll just order it now. This is another example of a book that, like, it says number 10 out of 10, so this is the last one. It's a book that I don't love, but I've already ordered too much of it to stop. Apparently. Even though I could just stop at any time. Outrage. Out of the Blue. What is this? Oh, volume 2. Yeah, a lot of this stuff I'm just scrolling right past, but this is such a gigantic section that, like, I have so many tabs open, but I've skipped, like, so many books. I think I'm getting this Prometheus series. I'll have to check and see in the tab. Some old school horror art books. Could be cool if that's your thing, but it's not mine. If I had a coffee table, I'd grab a couple art books. But I'm not cool enough for a coffee table, or any table, except this one. I don't have room in this apartment for furniture, but that's a whole nother story. Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 14. Rivers of London, Robonic Stooges. I was surprised with how much I liked the first Quests Aside. Yeah, I just passed that test, and I thought about you. You were saying you were reading that one yesterday, I think. Here's another AWA book. I will order that one. No question. They have earned the benefit of the doubt from me. What else am I scrolling past? Scott Pilgrim, Screaming Horror, Shadow Doctor trade paperback. That's an old one. I like that. That was a cool historical Al Capone kind of comic. Very much my jam. The rest of this stuff, not so much. I just want to get on to, like, the rest of the figures and the shirts and stuff. Smurf bucks. So I'm a Spider. So what? Volume 11. I can't judge. Somebody out there loves that comic. Sounds funny. Soulfire. Space Lady number 2. Splatoon, Spriggan. I'm glad this only happens once a month. Like, this is a task. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this every single month. I guess that will depend on how much you guys, like, care about this. If you liked this, like, post a comment, please. Let me know. Say something in the chat, I guess. I'd prefer a comment, because I don't think the chat is gonna stay. The chat from the first session I did earlier today is not available in the replay, so make a comment. Tell me, hey Ryan, that was super cool what you did that one time when you went through the whole catalog of every single book. Tessa says you have to go through the catalog anyway. I do, but I could also be doing this, like, you know, in my car, or at work or on the toilet on my phone and not here with my stupid cat yelling at me. Surviving the Wild, Sonny the Shark. That's just for you, Tessa. Look at this little guy. He's waving at us. These little fish. That's cool. Not gonna get it, but it's a cute cover. What else is on here? We're at least into the T's. There's something wrong with Patrick Todd, number 2. Let's see if I ordered number 1. Sounds like something I probably would have tried. Keep going. We're getting there. We're into the U's. I'm going to give my kitty some major cuddles when this is over, because she is very angry about something. I would watch it every month because it helps me decide what I'm going to get too. Good feedback. Thank you. It also, I guess, forces me to kind of slow down and look a little closer at this stuff. Where starships go to die. Doesn't sound like something I'd get, but I'm just going to check. A lot of these tabs I'm opening fall under that category, like... I don't think I ordered the earlier issue, but I want to check just to make sure. So I'm looking up at this list of tabs here at the top, and it is a scary amount, but I think a lot of them are going to be like false alarm, close. What? Hi. There's no room for you up here. Even though there was room for your brother a little while ago. You have to stay down there, because I just don't feel like it. Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games, Volume 4. Zorro. We're done. Okay. That was enormous. Let me pop all the way back up here and close this section off. All those tabs are also over the course of the whole month, says Tessa. Yeah, it's not the amount of them. The tabs aren't it's the tabs that are scaring me, not the books themselves when they come out. Why did I open this? I feel like I'm going to say that about a lot of these. This looks bad. As a sinister alien armada looms over the Earth, New Arcadia's favorite intrepid reporter Kate Kelly has just 2 hours to infiltrate the fleet, uncover their most scandalous secrets, land the interview of the Pass. Okay, well, I want to make a note of like how many of these books I actually end up getting, because we'll see. I do like the Pixar looking cover of this book though. This is Ablaze, and I think what they did, Animal Castle and something else, but I think they publish, if I'm not mistaken, I think Ablaze publishes non-English books in English. Elle is just another teenage girl most of the time. Bubbly and good-natured, she wastes no time making friends on her first day at her new school. But Elle has a secret. She hasn't come alone. She's brought with her a colorful mix of personalities which come out when she least expects it. Who is Elle really, and will her new friends stand by her when they find out the truth? Blaze proudly presents Elle's, a vibrant, entertaining new series for readers of all ages, featuring brilliant Pixar-reminiscent art and a gripping story by Kid Toussaint that brings moments of real emotion, mystery, and humor during the epic highs and lows of high school. It's the all ages. I guess what would this have been if not for an all ages book? That could be cool, but that's not for me. Oh, you were getting real needy. Okay, here you go. Here you go. All right, Tiago. I hope that's how I say your name. Do you know what's going on with Nice House on the Lake? Because I haven't heard anything from the creators, and I think the pre-orders stopped on issue 9. No pre-orders in the last 2 months, I think. That's concerning. Yeah, I noticed there wasn't a Nice House on the Lake last month in the catalog. The DC stuff is handled separately. I haven't looked at the new DC catalog, but if there's no Nice House on the Lake in that one either, that's unfortunate. They just got back from a gigantic hiatus. I'm not ready for them to not be here again. So this is like a joint book. It says AWA and Lesser Evils, but the publisher up here, it says Lesser Evils as well. Emmett #1. Welcome to Brooklyn Through the Looking Glass, where a golem with benefits, a spiraling genie, a demon who feeds on bad vibes, and a mischievous mermaid collide with heartbroken, hard-living, and hype-obsessed humans. Lesser Evils is a hilarious, pop-culture-filled universe that explore what intimacy, spite, selflessness, and friendship mean today. What is this? This sounds exactly like something I would absolutely not like, but it says AWA up here. I don't know what's happening, but AWA has earned the benefit of the doubt from me. I like that cover a little more. I'm just going to order it. I have no idea what this is. It doesn't sound good to me at all. Maybe I will look into it later and cancel my pre-order if I have to, but it's AWA. Tessa says it's like Black Caravan or Black Label. I can't think of the term. Oh, like an imprint. Okay. Maybe I'll cancel that then. If it's a miniseries, I'll keep getting it. I'll keep getting it. Why not? We'll see. I've gotten books I hate for a lot longer. End After End #1. I'm pretty sure I ordered this back when it was first solicited. The cover catches my eye. I really like this cover. The little sliver of light here on his face. I think it looks really cool. Yeah, I definitely remember ordering this before. From Vault. Life is nothing if not a series of endings. School, jobs, friendships, love. Until the end. Walter Willam's end was fast and unexpected. His was an unremarkable life, so how is it that his story continues as cannon fodder in an endless war waged against an insatiable darkness hell-bent on consuming all of existence? Ugh. And is Walter right in believing he's arrived in the midst of this titanic battle as the one destined to finally end it? That's the tale of the End After End. Oh, you're getting down. You're being a pain. Tessa says, I love Vault. And Vault, I definitely, the things I have read from Vault have been good. This book, Vault has not earned the AWA, like, I'll get anything no matter what privilege that AWA has, but I've been burned by more Vault books than I have AWA. I'm going to try this, though. And I think, like AWA, Vault does a lot of miniseries, right? I don't think they do really ongoing stuff. I'll give it a shot. If it ever loads. There we go. She made the cutest noise, says Tessa. No. She's just really needy. Ooh, Alex Ross's Fantastic Four graphic novel. Okay. Story summary. Okay, this is what I want. Fantastic Four Full Circle is the first long-form work written and illustrated by acclaimed artist Alex Ross, who revisits a classic Stan Lee Jack Kirby story from the 60s and introduces the storyline for a new generation of readers. With bold, vivid colors and his trademark visual storytelling, Ross takes Marvel's first team of superheroes to places only he can illustrate. Sold! That is a very fair price for a Marvel hardcover. I think it's a hardcover. It's a graphic novel, whatever. Either way, I'm getting that. Cold, #1. A one-shot. Source Point Press has really never impressed me. And, like, something about a horror one-shot. Like, I love horror, but the fact that it's a one-shot just means, like, I'll read this one thing and then be done with it forever. I would rather read, like, a 4, 5, 6 issue miniseries. In a modern-day Ebenezer Scrooge-esque tale, a cruel old man named Homer goes ice fishing with his dog. The man is desperate to resolve the guilt that burns deep down in his conscience. Homer went fishing for forgiveness, but all he caught was hell. Basically gives me nothing. It's a creepy cover that reminds me of The Thing. The whole cover reminds me of The Thing with the ice and the freaky dog monster. Whatever, I'll get it. I don't have high hopes, but I'll get it. I'll get it, I'll read it, I'll put it away, I'll never think of it again. But if it's good, then it will slowly start to change my perception of Source Point Press, but everything I've read from them has not been good. Now, what was this? This looks so indie. Cover the Dead with Lime, #1, from Blood Moon Comics. I've never heard of them. The Great Plague ravishes England, killing thousands in its first year. Housebound infected homes are marked with a painted red cross. Warning of the spread as plague doctors are sent into towns to face the impending doom. I wish I knew the publisher. I wish I knew the creators. There's a lot of variants for it. A suspicious amount of variants. What's the deal? Tessa says, Good Boy. Good Boy was cool. I've noticed Good Boy is continuing, but I am not continuing with Good Boy. The charm wore off for me after a few issues. It just looks like a Black Death kind of comic. I think I like this cover the best. I'm gonna try this. This is how you get the good stuff, you know. More likely than not, I feel like this could suck and fall totally flat, but if not, then I'll be glad I took the chance. Worst case scenario, I have a bad comic. Samurai Doggy #1. Pretty sure that's all I need. During the Fourth War of the Sun, a small dog named Doggy experienced an irreparable trauma. His mother was brutally murdered, and his 8 brothers, still puppies, were kidnapped by a mysterious man. To save them, Doggy fought bravely against the terrible killer, but all his efforts were in vain, and he was left for dead. What nobody imagined was that a technological vulture scavenging the region for corpses would be the one to rescue the dying dog from death's scythe. Now Doggy has become Samurai Doggy, and his only goal is to quench his thirst for revenge. Written by Chris Tex and illustrated by Santos, Samurai Doggy is a story of loss, revenge, and the journey to defeat the greatest empire of machines and robots that has ever existed. This sounds weird and ridiculous, but I'm gonna get it. I'm going completely cold. My only frame of reference is Aftershock Comics. And I've liked more things from them than I've disliked, but lately I feel like they've been letting me down. However, Samurai Doggy, it's got potential. Absolution #2 from AWA. Nina Ryan was a hired killer who brought nothing but pain and suffering to the world. Now she has a month to prove that she can change. A month to make up for her crimes and find absolution, or the bombs that have been implanted in her head will explode, killing her instantly. As her journey of atonement is live-streamed to a fickle public, Nina is about to discover that the road to redemption might be splattered with blood. This sounds like King of Spies. I feel like I said that in the last segment on this, my earlier live stream, I guess I should say. Why did I not get the Mike Cho cover, or the Frank Cho cover? Too late now, but yeah. I don't love it. For Frank Cho, I do like his art, but I like the ballpoint lady in the back, but The trade dress feels too like early 80s sci-fi. Whereas this one, it's got like a Blade Runner vibe going here. I dig it. So I went with that one, and I'm just going to subscribe to the rest of these because it's AWA, and I know I will like it, and I know it will end soon. Actually, I don't know that I'll like it, but I probably will. Astronaut Down, number 3, and I distinctly remember going back and forth on this book a couple of times before deciding to pre-order it. Okay, I did. So I'm going to make sure I get the rest. What was this about? An astronaut. Douglas Spitzer wants to be one of the astronauts selected for the crucial mission Pulitzer. And just like astronauts Buzz Aldrin and Sally Ride, Douglas is brave, adaptable, and self-sacrificing. He's one of the best candidates. But if he qualifies, Douglas won't be traveling through space. He'll be launched into alternate realities on a desperate mission to save Earth from a horrific crisis that has our world on the brink of extinction. Unfortunately, it's a mission where everything will go wrong, where Douglas's training and very humanity will be put to the test, and where a deep-seated secret could sabotage everything. Cool. I'm glad for some reason I skipped that when I first read it in the catalog a couple months ago. But then I went back and put it on my list, and now I'm in. Hope that one's good. Barbaric Axe to Grind. So I ordered the hardcover, I think, for volume 1 of Barbaric. And I guess I'm jumping in on this second one. Certain people have told me that this is a good book. Also from Vault Comics. Hope they're right, because I'm in it now. Okay, monsters. I specifically opened this tab to come back to it later to think about. Do I want this? One of the most intense graphic novels ever drawn. Part family drama, part espionage thriller, part metaphysical journey. It is an intimate portrait of individuals struggling to reclaim their lives and an epic political odyssey across 2 generations of American history. Sounds like I would like it. And people I respect like it. What is happening? Oh, gross. I don't love the art. Created over a period of 35 years. That makes sense. This does look a little older. Tessa says, I haven't if you want more pics. Yeah, you read this book, and I know Jennifer read this book, and I remember seeing it on certain like best books of the year lists. I'm pretty sure I will like this. I'll order it. Tessa hasn't read it yet. Oh. Thanks for nothing. I'm pretty sure I'll like it. The description got me. Blink, number 2. So this only grabbed my interest because I think I ordered number 1, and I want to make sure. Show all the variants. I did. Okay, glad I checked. Wren Booker was 3 when she was found catatonic and covered in blood on the streets of New York. Since that day, she's been haunted by a childhood she can't remember. After decades of searching, Wren stumbles upon a cryptic website streaming multiple CCTV feeds from strange rooms in a ruined building, and something clicks, setting off hidden memories that lead her back to a place she'd seen in lifelong nightmares. Hunting for answers, Wren breaks into the building, but instead finds herself entangled in the camera-filled dark mazes of a decayed social experiment known only as Blink. Eisner-nominated Christopher Sabella, Dirtbag Rapture, Hayden Sherman from Thumbs, and Nick Velarde from Rogue Planet team up for a found-footage horror where uncovering your past will leave you trapped inside it. That sounds cool. I already ordered number 1, so I guess I'm in it. That variant's kind of boring. I'm going to get the main cover. Here we go. Bone, 1 volume, color, 20th anniversary slipcase edition. Bone's enormous, though. Yeah, 1,300 plus page. One giant. Ugh. I don't want this. Why am I gonna? What if I don't like it? I've never read Bone. I automatically don't like. I tend to not be drawn towards like kid-friendly adventure quest stories like this, and that's what Bone is. But here you go. It's in the catalog. If you love Bone, there's a $150 like deluxe edition. I need to give it a try again, but when I do, I will do it in a more affordable format. I don't want to take that plunge if I don't know that I love it. Brother of All Men, number 2. Did I get this? I saw the word cult leader, so yep, okay. That sounds like something I would grab. Let's see the description for number 1, in case you guys want to check out Brother of All Men. Written by Zach Thompson, okay. It is 1928. Veteran of the Great War and part-time private eye, Guy Horn travels to a remote community in Western Canada to retrieve his estranged brother from the clutches of a dangerous cult. As Guy struggles to gain control of his own personal demons, he's tantalized by the cause and its charismatic leader, Brother 12. A tightly plotted horror mystery based on a true story wherein writer Zach Thompson from I Breathed a Body, not my favorite story, but it was unique and well written. He did Undone by Blood and Khazar. Is it Khazar or Khazar? Because it looks like Khazar, but I've always heard people say Khazar, and I don't care, or either way, I guess. I've never... Whatever. The caveman guy. Tarzan-looking dude. Joins forces with artist Eowyn... Eowyn... I don't know how to say that name. I should just stop trying because I'm butchering it. The artist from Killer Groove for a new miniseries that blends the unexpected twists of hard-boiled detective noir with the uncanny traditions of folk horror. Okay, yep. No, sounds good. Sounded good enough for me to pre-order it, and now I have number 2. So soon we will see how that goes. Conspiracy, Illuminati, New World Order, and trade paperback. Collects Conspiracy 1 through 5. I'm going to do it. I don't know which single issues of this series I read before, but this was like this was a less good Department of Truth, but it's, I believe it was an anthology series and not like an ongoing, like Department of Truth. But if you're into that sort of stuff like I am, then the issues I read dealt with a lot of the similar subject matter. That was an interesting story. Why am I even... I know I'm going to order number 5. The Joneses has been... it's been a book from AWA. It's not my favorite story they've ever done. It's going in a different direction than I would have predicted. Tiago. Let me know if I'm saying your name right. I don't want to keep pronouncing... I'm bad with names, apparently. I'm trying to leave a link to the Samurai Doggy crowdfunding platform, but I guess I can't post links. I think if you search Samurai Doggy Catarse, you can find the link. Catarse is the name of the crowdfunding platform. It's in Portuguese, but at least you can see the art. Yeah, that would be cool to see the art, especially because they didn't even show the cover in this catalog here. But just based off the premise alone and the description, I'm in. So that sounds, at least issue 1. It sounds like it'll be fun. So we'll see how that goes. But of course, by the time issue 1 gets to me, I will have already had to order number 2 and number 3, which is kind of the downfall of this whole system, I think. Before you know it, you're locked into a series that you might not like. I think I ordered this, yeah. This 2001 homage cover here. What is this one? I do kind of like that one. Although, let me check out cover A by Jock. Minimalist. It's good, but I think I prefer this spacesuit. What did I just hit? Did I just hit the wrong button again? You know what? I'm going to close this. I'm going to go back to this. Pre-order the one I want. So yeah, Prometheus. I don't love that name. Andy Diggle, Sean Martinbrough, Dave Stewart. Oh, goodness. Dave Stewart, where are you? And Jock, bringing you a psychological sci-fi horror comic full of alien conspiracy. Those are like two of my favorite story words, alien and conspiracy. What if you knew the world was about to end? What would you be willing to do to save the people you love? Darla Clemenceau has been plagued by apocalyptic visions ever since she was abducted by a UFO as a child. Now she's ready to put it all behind her and move on with her life, but what if it's all true? A dangerous cult militia is prepping for the end of the world, and they see Darla as the key to their survival. Meanwhile, something alien is awakening on the dark side of the moon, and the crew of the space shuttle Atlantis have a rendezvous with destiny. A prequel to Prometheus, Christoph Beck's best-selling mind-bending graphic novel series. I don't know that book. Prometheus 1313 tells the thrilling, fast-paced space drama leading up to the moments of September 21st, 2019 at 1313. Okay, so that's the 1313 means it's 1:13 in the afternoon. Cool. I'm already getting issue 1. I did not know this was a prequel to another book. If I had known that up front, I read that before last month and decided to order this book anyway, so maybe it will inspire me to seek out the actual Prometheus, whatever that is. All right, I know I'm going to get this already. The Exorcist meets Alien in this sci-fi horror story. In the year 3000, mankind abandoned Earth and fled into outer space. Now, a disgraced priest called into action to perform an exorcism on a remote space colony is about to discover that no matter how far you run, you can't escape your demons, and the devil is in fact real. From Peter Milligan and art by Marcelo Fruzen. AWA has rarely let me down on the space horror. Anything horror, really, will get me on board. Let me see this Diodato variant. He does most of the variant covers for AWA stuff. Someone hanging upside down on a cross with a bunch of characters' heads in the background. I think I like cover A a little more subtle. Gonna go with that one. I'm just gonna subscribe. It's 5 issues. I know I'm gonna like it. There's something wrong with Patrick Todd number 2. Did I get the first one of these? I didn't. Alright. That's easy. Where Starships Go to Die number 3. Again, did I get the first 2 of these? I don't think so. Yeah. Cool. Well, that was it. That's it for the indie stuff. So this next section is books, and they mean like actual books. Not just like trades and hardcovers and omnibus kind of stuff, but like Spider-Man, first 60 years. Britmania. I guess they can't call it Beatlemania. I guess it's beyond Beatles and just whatever. I'm not getting that anyway. Lady Death, even more naughty art book. At least they tell you up front what you're getting into. Art of Pacific Rim, Art of, a lot of art books, Ascendance of Bookworm. Alright, so I don't think I've ever ordered anything out of this section. Collecting Simpsons merchandise. It's a weird book. The Simpsons is the world's most beloved and longest running television show in history. That's pretty cool. It's as old as I am, I think. Simpsons came out like either a year before... If it's not as old as I am, it's like 1 year older than me. I was born in 89, and I think The Simpsons is the same. Never really watched a whole lot of it, though. Super Pet stuff. Cheetah, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn. Funko is doing these books now. These little golden kids books, but now they're like Funko-ized. Whatever works, I guess. I'm not expecting to see anything in here that I like. My friend's little sister has it in for me, Volume 5. I wish they would put manga, stuff like that, in its own category. Like, I went through all of that gigantic last section, had a whole bunch of books just like this mixed in there. And now there's one random Volume 5 in this category too. And like, if they were all either sorted by publisher, or if you want to do just manga, the whole section. But that's pretty broad, I guess. I don't know. I just wish there were more filtering options on here. And again, that's part of the reason why I go through every single category on this catalog. Even though a lot of it I don't bother with. The Padawan Cookbook. Oh, a pop-up book? Oh, man. I remember those when I was little. Stranger Things pop-up book. $75. Holy moly. Alright, yeah, I wasn't expecting to see anything I loved in that category. And I didn't. Collapse the books section. We'll move on to magazines. Again, I've never ordered a magazine out of this catalog, but in case you guys see something you really want in here, here you go. There's a whole section for magazines. There's always like a Star Wars one. I want to hear about toys. Back issue, which I guess is just older issues. That's what I would assume based on the title anyway. I don't know. Just various magazines. Doctor Who magazine, Heavy Metal magazine, Judge Dredd magazine, very specific. Monster Bash, yeah. The all-glossy classic monster movie magazine. That's cool. See, I would be interested in like a horror one, but I don't know. I'm not interested enough to like care. Speaking of horror magazines, though, I will be getting the Razor Blades deluxe hardcover whenever that comes in. I think that's in July, which is very soon. Here's one box of what? Mandalorian trading cards? Star Wars stuff? I don't know. I never get trading cards. That's like the only section I actually skip in this catalog, because I have no desire for trading cards. Here we go. T-shirts. You got Marvel Heroes, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man. Spider-Man Explosion. I don't know if I want a Spider-Man t-shirt. That's not my thing. A Pokeball cross-body purse. There you go. It's kind of cool. It's like you're carrying a giant Pokeball. Which makes more sense. I mean, when you think about how small a Pokeball is, like how does it fit in there? How do you get Gyarados in that little thing? I guess how do you get Gyarados in your little purse, but whatever. It's Pokemon science. Doesn't make sense. Black Panther woodcut shirt. That does look kind of cool. Let me see how cool it actually looks. cool, but not cool enough. Not for me. Captain America woodcut. What is going on here? Not for me, but those two are very much way cooler than most of the shirts I see in this catalog. Here's a Captain Marvel one. That's cool. That's my favorite of the three so far, but I don't like Captain Marvel really, so I wouldn't want to rep it, but I think that's the coolest looking shirt out of the three I've looked at. Here's an Iron Man one. I guess there's a whole theme of these. Okay. Old school Iron Man too with the pointy ears. These do have a cool style, and I like how they're a little subtle. Spider-Man woodcut. That one's cool. If one of the designs in this series grabs me, I might have to actually order one. Wolverine. I wouldn't want to wear a Wolverine shirt, but there you go. Cool idea. Not for me. Wolverine. Oh, we're done here. Okay. And a Skeletor backpack. Those were cool shirts, though. Almost cool enough for me to order one. But not quite. Toys, statues, models. Here we go. Come on, Green Lantern. If I had the storage space, I would definitely impulse buy something stupid out of here. Marvel Infinity Saga Iron Man Mark 50 Deluxe 1/12 scale. This is my gem mint stuff. I don't know anything about figures, about what companies do better figures than others, but it looks cool. And if one of these was a Green Lantern one, I wouldn't care too much about what company it's from. Some Disney Princess stuff. A 6-inch Moon Knight figure. Some retro stuff. I do like these. I've been seeing these come out, like a pop with the comic. Like a matching comic. That's a nice touch. Is that an actual comic in there, or is it just a backdrop? By a backdrop of the issue. Okay. The hard case does not open and the figure cannot be removed. This is permanent display stuff. That'd be cool if I was into Funkos, but I'm not. Even though they're a local company. Some Ninja Turtle stuff. Transformer stuff. Andre the Giant. Tessa has the Middleton Poison Ivy. Is that the one where she's laying on the branch? Is that Middleton? That is a cool cover. And I mean, if they had a Green Lantern one, I would probably get it. I just don't love Funkos. There's some Buffy stuff for all you Buffy people. What do you want, kitty? You sound so sad and heartbroken. BST. AXN. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Angel 5-inch figure. I don't know what BSTAXN means. That must be the company who makes it. A Gandalf the Grey. There you go, Tessa. A Gandalf action figure. BSTAXN is the company here, manufacturer, whatever. Sell. Slayer stuff. I like the style of these little guys. They're kind of like a Japanese Funkos, you know? A little more detailed than a Funko. Then a pop. Is it just a bench? What is this? Comes a Mugen Train passenger seat for your Nendoroid Swakchow figures. Oh. Okay, here's a picture. Okay, so it's like they're sitting on a bench, but just the thought of ordering a bench is just kind of funny to me. I'm getting tired, clearly. Skip some more Demon Slayer stuff. Digimon X translucent gray and gold. What is this, like a Tamagotchi? I think it is. It's like a Digimon Pokewalker kind of thing. Yeah, if I was into figure stuff, this would be a really cool section. And I would very much like to get my hands on some more Green Lantern stuff, even though they're not even really on display. Yeah, most of these are manga and anime. A horse? 2 horses. A levitating statue. Game of Thrones, Mother of Dragons, levitating statue. Daenerys Targaryen, Mother of Dragons, upon a cliff with Drogon circling above her. Using magnets, Drogon actually levitates above Daenerys, making this piece more than meets the eye. That's cool. I thought it would be like dangling on a string or something, but there's actual like magnets in there. It's a cool idea. It doesn't look that good. Is that smoke? And the fire looks very... And she looks... And the dragon looks okay, but this is the whole for $225. I would expect a little more detail in this. Cool concept. Godzilla stuff. Gigan? Who's this guy? Looks like a Ninja Turtles villain. What is this? Okay. I have no idea who that is, but there you go. Some Gundam stuff. Harry Potter stuff. These guys look creepy. I don't like that. Look at her little eyes. Hermione is wearing a $564. Holy smokes. Why? Her face has been detailed with makeup done by hand. Hermione is wearing a real knitted sweater and her Gryffindor robe, bearing her house crest. She also comes with a shirt, skirt, and a scarf. A textbook and her wand are also included. Wow. Wow. Imagine having the money for this. $500. I can't judge, I guess. People like what they like, but... And to buy all 3 of those... That's the math for you. Oh, okay. That was surprising. Some Hatsune Miku, of course. Hocus Pocus Toonie Terrier Billy Butcherson. What the hell? Now I'm just looking at weird toys that I'm not going to get. Oh, Disney's Hocus. Okay, yeah. Okay. Never watched that movie. What are you saying, Tessa? I'm so glad I got to watch that reaction. I like that harshness one. What harshness one? What's that? I don't know what that means. Oh. She's a very, Ask Barrett's. That's all I'll say. Very, very, very big. Very popular. She does like concerts or something. She's like a character, but performs on stage in concerts. I don't understand how that works, but holograms are involved. It's a whole thing. Warhammer stuff. I feel like if there was any Green Lantern stuff, it would have passed. It's like I could just order it from somewhere else. Like specifically, you go to like look up Green Lantern figures somewhere. Oh my goodness, it's a panda. What is this? Hell yeah! Just like a boxing panda. This looks like a costume. This looks like something you'd wear for Halloween. This is amazing. I guess I gotta read Jujutsu Kaisen. Wow. I'm learning a lot. Kingdom Hearts stuff. League of Legends. A $400 Aragorn statue. Yeah, knowing me, I would find a Green Lantern and it would be hundreds of dollars. Like that weird Harry Potter thing. Just a Grim Reaper. Mego. Is that how you say it? Mego, I guess. I'm having fun. I'm pretty much done with this catalog at this point, but this section is good for a laugh. Masters of the Universe, I can skip all that stuff. My teen rom-com. $259 in a swimsuit. There you go. A bunch of basketball players. Sleepy Ryan is fun. Why are you still awake? It's gotta be like, what, 2 a.m. over there? Time? Math? It's late. It's late here, but I'm surprised you're still up. Oh my goodness. What is this? No Game, No Life, Stephanie. Oh, yeah. Hey, Stephanie. From the popular anime series No Game, No Life comes a bare-leg bunny figure of Stephanie Dora. Stephanie has been captured in 1/4 scale, this time with gorgeous bare legs. Large 1/4 scale figure, her supple body and charming looks are sure to satisfy the expectations of all $429.99. I'm not even gonna click on any of these pictures down here. 1/4 scale. This is 1/4 the size of a normal human. I wish they would put something up here to show you like how big it is, like a quarter or, a comic. Do you not see these every month? I see these, but I usually just scroll right past and not look. I've never really looked at this close. I'm kind of going slower than normal because maybe somebody watching this will be like, "Oh, I really want that one. I really want this Peanuts supersized Charlie Brown for $300." What the hell is happening? That's it. $300. He's a cute little guy, but I guess you can look at the box. It's a cool box. Wow. Maybe I'm just super poor, and $300 is a totally normal amount of money to throw away on a Charlie Brown. Here's a section with all the pops. Of course, I had to say it. Yeah, here's a deceased Green Lantern. I don't need it. Pass. No little candy guys. This was like the entire pop section. Okay. There's a lot here. I did not think this section would be so big. And it's mostly all anime stuff. Silent Hill 3, Robbie the Rabbit. It's terrifying. I never played Silent Hill 3. And now I'm not going to. Look at this. I did love Silent Hill 2. That was a fun game. Wow. Nightmare fuel for tonight. Oh, snap. I'm just thinking for my brother right now. My brother is a big nerd for Ronin and Samurai and this whole... He has this book. Somebody got him the book this is based off of. Actually, it's based off of Visions. Star Wars Visions, like the Star Wars animated anthology shows. One of his friends got him the book for this character, and they don't know my brother because he thinks he wants stuff like that, and then the book just ends up sitting on his desk for forever. And no, he's never going to read it. It's a cool character, though. Him and I watched this episode of this show together, at least. And I love my brother, but $250 for a big old statue that I don't know where he would put it. 1/7 scale. I wish they would give you actual dimensions. Because what does 1/7 mean? If you stack 7 of them up on top of each other, you'd have a full-size human? It's just... Tell me how many inches or centimeters tall it is. That's cool, though. Is this a white Darth Vader? Ugh. Why? From Star Wars Infinity's Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader turns from the dark side and dons a white... So this is from a comic. It was just like a paint-your-own Darth Vader or something. Oh, no, that's a comic. Okay. I would paint it. I'd want to put some color on that thing. Like give him a little tie-dye. Oh, look at these little seals. I'm having too much fun with this. A little Last Ronin guy. That's cool. $450 on this lady. Nice. And features real net tights for her realistic look and feel. Just not going to comment on that. Move right along with my life. What's this one? Just a big black circle. Just don't have a picture, I guess. Gene Simmons? No, sorry, that's Slash. Same thing. Run DMC. What is happening down here in the bottom of the barrel? Winnie the Pooh piggy bank for $90. You had to break your old piggy bank to get a new one. All right, that's the end of the toys section. Collectibles and novelties. Pins? Mugs? A millennial? This lady's funny. She does good little web comics. I accept you under certain circumstances. That is unfortunately all too accurate, kitty. I like that. Brother sounds lazy. He's not. Only when it comes to, like, reading. In that case, he is. Sarah scribbles. Click. These are cute little pins. Okay, so a bunch of stuff I recognize from the internet. Sonic the Hedgehog pins. Pins are cool. I just wish I had like a, I don't know where to put them. What to put them on. I used to put them on my like messenger bag, I guess, that I carry around, but I took them off when I wanted to throw it in the wash, and then I never put them back on. It's basically all pins, was that section. Games, board games, and card games, and all that. Puzzle, a Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah. This is enormous. That would be fun to do, though. I actually just had a friend of mine send me a picture of a puzzle he and his girlfriend were doing, and like it was a small image in the middle of the puzzle, and the rest of it was white. Just all white puzzles. Like, good luck. Just trial and error. Like, what a terrible idea. This Godzilla puzzle could be cool, though. I don't have the surface area to do a puzzle anymore. D&D stuff. Little figures that you can paint. And a lot of stuff in this catalog. This whole section is basically useless for me. Is this a Shark Monopoly? It is. Okay. There you go. I promise I'm not just highlighting things I'm trying to show Tessa, but sometimes you have to. Merchandise. Marvel, Doctor Strange, 5-pack short box. Cool. If you want to order 5 short boxes. I don't know if that's... I feel like that might be more for shops than for people. But we have reached the end. That was the entire catalog, you guys. That took way too long. Ugh. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do this every month. I might do it when I have time or when I feel like it. Or the idea of committing to it every month is a little much. Normally, I'm realizing I would do this in segments when I'm doing it on myself and not recording it. I would just do part of it and then come back like in a day or two, because you have until the end of the month. Let me actually go up and make sure, let you know what the cutoff day is. Mail Geek Comics orders due June 20th. So yeah, a little under a whole month to place your orders in here. That's plenty of time. And while I'm here, I want to look and see what I'm getting tomorrow. What the shop's getting tomorrow. My days are all screwed up. Thank you for using previous pull box. I don't want to leave feedback, though. I should, because there's... in the course of this video, I mentioned several things I would like differently. Holy smokes. Are you serious? This might be my biggest week ever. Wow. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 6? 6 across? And 1, 2, 3, 4 rows down. That's 24 comics, and this is not including DC. Ugh. It's gonna be a big week. Some good stuff, though. Department of Truth comes out this week. Next issue of the Image Anthology is this week. I'm excited for that. That was a cool issue last month. New Hulk, the final issue of Last Book You'll Ever Read, is this week. I'm not totally upset that's ending. Of course, the second issue of this comes out this week, like the day after Tom and I are going to talk about it on camera, but we're only going to talk about one issue, so at least that'll be like a relatively short segment, I think. Yeah, I know, Tessa. I say every week is big, and every week is big for me. But this is, I think, the biggest week this is 24 comics. And that's not counting DC, and I get a lot of DC stuff. Let's see. Oh, they're down for maintenance. Okay. That was not worth checking anyway, but I get a lot of DC, and I don't even want to think about it. Oh, man, and it's a lot of stuff I love, too. Stillwater, Something's Killing the Children. The final issue of The Rush is this week. Ugh. All right. Well, that's that. That's a little preview of what I will be getting this week, and if you want to watch me go through all of these comics, I will be going live again on Wednesday, like I do every Wednesday here on this channel, going through my pull list one issue at a time. I will read some of these before I go live on Wednesday, but I'm going to come right out and say I will not read all of them. I'm also falling behind on my mystery mail call hours this week, so I might not read a whole lot of any of these. I need to put in some work on getting things ready for the new mystery mail call, cleaning up our little warehouse space, doing a whole bunch of work. Reading's fun, but it's not exactly work. Kind of is. Whatever. I'm rambling. I'm going to go. Thank you guys for hanging out. And I will see you, tomorrow? If you want to watch me tomorrow on Comic Tom, I'm not going over there until 1 p.m. We're having a little late start tomorrow. He's a little tired from Comic-Con this past weekend and flying across the country and all that. So we're going to start a little later than normal. If I'm not meeting him until 1 o'clock, we might not be going live until 2 or 3. It depends on how long it takes to prep. But anyway, tomorrow afternoon, I'm live on Comic Tom, as always. And then the following day, on Wednesday, I will be going live at some point on Wednesday night with my weekly pulls. So I'll see you guys then. And thanks for hanging out. This was fun. A little exhausting, a little tiring, but it was fun. Bye.